Radio Shack, and the UHF is about that long.
Yeah.
VHF's about that long, and the 6 meters is the entire length.
Yeah.
The 2 meter side of the dual band antenna now is bigger than the entire antenna that was on there before, so it should have better gain. It's supposed to, in 2 meters, it's supposed to have 3 dB gain. Well, the AM aircraft is below 2 meters, but I bet it still has 2 dB gain. I'm guessing. Got to be better than what was up there, which was better than the other two that were MFJs, and probably going to pitch those or consider pitching those. Maybe not. I don't know. They still might work short term. That one does work though. I did test it on ham bands and that. I did check thought I had a connector problem, cable problem. From what I could tell, I don't. So I put it back together, tightened everything back up. It's sitting in the shed. So while I was shooting the 9mm Shield Plus, the laser came apart.
Great.
Yeah. So I tried to fix the laser. The laser is toast. So I took the laser off the 9mm regular Shield and put it on the Shield Plus. So I'm probably going to have to go back over there and shoot some more of it. But the laser worked really good on the 22. I could really rip off rounds, but that's the 22. Recoil's not much of an issue with the 22. But it was zipping them off pretty quick. That's why that gun that Barry has is so interesting. It's a 30-round magazine, 22 Magnum semi-auto pistol. So with the 22 Magnum, there's not going to be hardly any recoil to speak of. It will be loud and probably hit pretty hard. But it's a 30-round mag. Oh my God. Well, anyhow, yesterday I loaded up to 12-round mags, and I was out practicing with the laser at 15 yards. It just boop, 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 boop. Like, check this out. You can't do that with the 9mm. There's recoil involved.
Yeah.
So that's that. I wasn't as happy with my 9mm performance as I was with my 22 performance. But that's okay.
22 has no kick to it, really.
That makes it a lot easier to control. So the laser doesn't give you this perfect thing out to 300 yards or anything. It's not exactly right on at 5 yards. It's sort of, it's okay on 10 and okay at 15. I don't know if you can stretch it any farther than that. I was going to did some testing on the qualification course of fire, and I wasn't happy with my 9mm scores. And then I did some qualifications with the 22. I was very happy with my scores with that. And then I did the testing with the laser, and I was very happy with it on the 22. And then I found an error I was making in my shooting technique that I can hopefully polish up a little better on the 9mm. So I'm not used to that. Trigger's different than the trigger in the old Shield. So it's a little different feel now. The guy there said set it for 5 yards, and the book said set it for 10.
Okay.
And I think that's, the main advantage of the laser is at night.
Oh yeah, you just point the laser
Put the dot on whatever you want to shoot.
Yeah.
Within a short range weapon type of thing. Well, I would say 15 yards probably. Well, I think I've adjusted it for about 11 yards. No matter which way you do it, there's a compromise. If you adjust to where it's dead on at close range, very close range, then at 10 yards it's a foot off, which is not what I'm hoping for. So the idea is trying to find the sweet spot, and it seems to be about there. When I was talking to one guy, I said, because of after my surgeries, I can't focus at that range precisely enough to get a perfect front sight alignment. So I don't have this accuracy I had before with that eyes, because they're different. Now, if you want to see something 5 traffic lights down, some airplane flying in the sky, some bird, yeah.
And I can be doing that. I'm lucky if I can see, you know, just with my normal shit.
Well, remember, I'm using the 8.5 and 11.
Yeah, but you got the magical eyes now, so.
But they don't focus correctly.
No, they don't.
At this distance,
no.
They don't focus.
You're great at long range, though.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not so great at long range. I'm really like great at. I'm real good at close range, like.
Well, in realistically terms, our legality to fire on someone's going to be
and without my glasses, forget it.
Yeah, at close range only, and in very, very, very bad situations. I got the concealed carry insurance.
Wow, taking my glasses off is like.
Yeah.
My left eye, it is just a blur fest.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't even. My right eye, I can sort in certain things are sharper than others. I mean, I could probably drive with my right eye and be fine.
Not legal, but...
No, not legal, but I mean, if I had to, I'd drive my right eye.
Yeah.
I could probably drive my left eye if I started to squint a bit.
Yeah, but you can't do that for long term.
No. Yeah. I wouldn't want to be doing it for very long of driving without glasses on, and I'd be really slow.
Yeah. Well, I noticed when I was driving without my glasses.
Oh my God! I put my glasses on, the world, everything's in focus.
Well, when I was driving, after I got my eye surgeries, and I was driving down the road, I said, "Wow, I forgot my glasses." And I went,
Yeah, you can see the street light.
Yeah.
Like a mile away.
Yeah.
But you couldn't focus on the
front end of the sight correctly. It's there,
the car in front of you.
But it's fuzzy.
Yeah.
And it's not sharp like it's supposed to be.
Good, and
yeah. And if
you got that eagle eye vision.
And if you'd have got the lens that was $1,500 more per eye, you would have all 3 of those visions. However, at night you get these weird halo type of effects and stuff. You were
seeing farther with your eyes after you had your surgery done
without the glasses
than me zooming in 10x on my digital camera or my phone.
That's what I'm saying. I
mean, you were getting better than my phone would get. You know?
Oh yeah, they're about.
I was like, damn.
Yeah, like I said, they did it, and when I put my glasses on, it's even better because it's about 2010 then, and it's like, whoa. Now,
what? You see a 300mm? Sure, now.
But if I have to read something, well, I have to put something on.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Make, what is it? Ithaca a dedicated appointment country or improvement country? I don't know. It must be Afghanistan, maybe?
I have no clue.
I can't quite focus it while I'm driving. It's too small a print to do while you're driving. Now before, even when I had the cataracts, I could get perfect sight alignment on the front sight. Might not be able to see the target very well.
16 trifocals you had on you.
Yeah. No, even without the glasses, I could shoot. I might not know for sure which of the 12 targets I'm shooting at, but I could get perfect sight alignment. You know. Well, now I know exactly where I'm shooting.
Yeah.
The trouble is, I can't get perfect sight alignment, so that's why I'm playing with the laser to figure out how to compensate. But I put 100 rounds through the 9mm, and I put, I don't know how many hundreds, or not hundreds, but how many rounds through the 22. That 22, and that is a sweet gun. Yeah. Of course, it's made by Walter in Germany. It just has a Smith & Wesson sign on one side. It's made in Germany, and it is fine. Yeah. If you could get a 9mm like that, you would have quite the gun. Of course, it would cost a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it smooth and accurate. The guy said, shoot the course to pass with your 22, and then practice with your 9 when you can find an amp.
Yeah, that was always good.
I was going to buy them breakfast at the other place. I forgot all about it.
You made time for breakfast here?
It's 16 after, I think.
Might be able to.
We'll see.
Not as many today.
Well, it's a Friday.
Yeah. Well, that's right. We're early.
Yeah, well,
We're not here till usually after
it's almost 11.
40. Yeah.
Well, I didn't pump Mom's legs this morning. I did wrap.
Well, I can pump them later.
Takes an hour.
Yeah.
Assuming she doesn't cramp up.
Yeah.
I did find some 9mm critical defense. And
Does Mom take magnesium?
yeah, I think she takes everything.
Because I was reading that might be a reason why you have more cramps than potassium sometimes is the nerves.
I don't
I
know.
was thinking about getting some because it was like I noticed when I start taking more of the Centrum that has it in it, I don't get as much cramps. But my God, the other day, I had cramp in my foot, and it was like
Keep watching over here.
draw lines. But I know my cramp in my foot, my top of my foot muscle locked up and started pushing backwards,
Oh yeah.
and it wouldn't, and it just held for like 5 minutes, and I was like, okay, we can settle now. We can settle. We don't have to keep pushing back. I'm like, jeez. Pop another potassium pill.
Well, the old bend with the kind of fun to watch them fly around. I don't even know if it could retract its gear or not. I don't think so.
No idea.
It's pretty basic. Teach a lot of people to fly with it though. Grandpa and Uncle Steve and Uncle Joe maybe too. Used to drive the meat trucks and
We should order some more pants like these.
okay. Wait a few days and I'll have some credit. Gotta remember what size we ordered last time.
These are still pretty new. It's just still the tag on them.
Yeah, but it doesn't tell us the length. If we measure it, that's the shrunk length. So what did we say, 30 or 32 last time? Should have wrote it down somewhere. So we gotta have them count.
Yeah.
Apparently whatever they are is working. So
Yeah.
I don't know if they shrink much or
Remember, I had those other pants that were supposedly the same size as these.
not. Yeah.
They ended up shrinking over time in the waist, surprisingly. Because I literally the other ones, they must have shrinked in the waist because there was a point where I couldn't even use my belt anymore, and they were tight.
Yeah.
And I thought maybe I was getting fatter, but yeah, I found out the pants just shrunk for whatever reason.
Put them in the dryer.
Maybe. But then I got these on. The first day, I got these, I put them on. They instantly fell off, and I was like, okay, gotta go find the belt. So, and then I tightened the belt up to about what I had it stretched to before, so I didn't really gain much, if anything. Yeah, I don't know. mom used to have that like pillow top bed thingy or comforter thingy that was like an inch or 2 inches or 3 inches thick. I'll look for something like that.
Sure, it's
just to get it above,
yep,
off those little pressure points.
Yep.
Right now, I just got about 5 sheets kind of wrapped around, just so I'm getting my back and my butt off those pressure point thingies. Otherwise, it's a great bed. It's just when my back's hurting like that, it's extra. Any little extra point puts a little bit more pressure on an area that's already not happy. It's kind of what I miss about that other bed I had before it broke, before we got the foam piece of junk.
Yep.
Is it had like a little bit of a pillow top.
Pillow top,
yeah. Which got it off everything, and up until the frame broke, that was a really comfortable bed. I thought the most comfortable bed I've ever slept on.
Yeah, well, difficult.
Now the big foamy thing that Jen has, if my back would have been messed up, it might have been okay.
She's still using it.
She's still using it. I think she's gotten used to it, although it is starting to it's starting to mold to her body a little bit more, which is probably a good thing.
It's working for her.
Yeah.
I don't think it'd buy another one.
If I did, it would be a little firmer one. But it was, whatever, it worked. It worked for the time.
It was way expensive.
It ended up getting her a brand new bed.
Yep.
If I'd have known last year that these company it's funny, I found the Big Fig one and like the other ones on an ad on Facebook, and I was just like, at this point I was like, I'll look into it, and I'm gonna ask a few people about it.
Big Fig works.
Yeah, now there would have been a slightly cheaper one that one of my friends lays on, that's called the Titan. It would have been a little cheaper. Would have been about $500 cheaper. It might have still been just as good, but after looking at all the reviews of the people that were really heavy laying on it, and I was like, yeah. And actually, the setup wasn't too bad. Of course, I did mention it in the review for the bed. It says, you guys' setup, you all show it with these big rooms that are empty. You don't show a normal household that's got junk all over it, and a small room, and they don't show the person having to take the bed out that's existing in there and then build a frame in an awkward area next to all this junk. You have a clean room.
Yeah, a bigger room.
A big room, like a real house. They don't show this like somebody in a mobile home in a small room that already has a bunch of junk and an existing bed. Well, sure, yeah, if the room is like cleared out and it's a real house or something.
Court.
Yeah, and it might only take one person 20 minutes or two people 20 minutes to put the thing together. Yeah, it might be fine.
Did you get some of the chicken?
Now, granted, their service, if you pay an extra $200, they'll come to your house, they'll yank out your old bed, put the new bed in, make sure it's all level, aligned, and everything's great. You might have to wait another 2 weeks for them to show up, but yes, okay, if you're not physically capable of doing it yourself, it's a nice service that they offer.
It's a butt kicker too, but
well, yeah, but I mean, if you're disabled or not mentally inclined to build the damn thing on your own, which a lot of people probably aren't, for an extra $200 in a week wait or two, it's a lot of it's sure a lot of stress off you.
Well, not knowing what we were doing.
Yeah, that too. A million videos.
But after we did it,
the instructions are.
Yeah, but after having done
you
it,
gotta watch the videos for
after having done it, I wouldn't be afraid to do it again.
No, and you can get bigger beds. In fact, they're offering right now $300 off on all their beds. They're like Labor Day. They run a lot of deals.
Any place to put it.
I know, but whenever you guys get around to doing a bed for you guys,
that's probably what we'll do.
Yeah, do one of their sales.
But our floors don't support anything.
and that thing will outlive the mattress.
Oh, well, you think about it though.
This
Is the way I had a bed years ago.
Yeah.
Had a cast iron frame.
Yeah.
Had hardwood slats. And you know when they broke? Never. Remember I've been saying for years, when they just